Yeah, good afternoon to everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yes, madam, audible.
So, good afternoon again. A warm welcome to day 2 of our 2-week online FTP on the art and science of successful proposal writing, techniques, strategies, and best practices. Day 1, that is yesterday, we began our FTP with by understanding the fundamentals of proposal writing, funding landscape, and the significance of transforming ideas into well-structured proposals. Today's session focuses on one of the most crucial early stage activities in proposal development, conducting an effective literature review and identifying meaningful research gaps. This enables researchers to position their work with strong justification and contribute to knowledge advancement. We are delighted to have with us Dr. Arun Y. Patil, Assistant Director, Innovation and Incubation, Associate Professor at Manipal Institute of Technology, Bengaluru, who will guide us through techniques and strategies for identifying impactful and fundamental research problems. We look forward to an enriching and interactive learning experience. Thank you all for joining. Now, I would request Mr. B. Ramesh, Senior Assistant Professor, Department of ECE, to introduce Dr. Arun Y. Patil, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vika. Thank you, madam. Is my voice audible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hello. Hello. So, good afternoon, all. My name is B. Ramesh, Senior Assistant Professor, CVR College of Engineering. Dr. Arun Bhai Patil is currently working as Assistant Director, Innovation and Incubation, Manipal Academic of Higher Education, Bangalore campus. Associate Professor and Coordinator for Bio-Inspired Design and Optimization Center, BioDAC, in the Department of Mechanical and Industrial Engineering, Manipal Institute of Technology, Bangalore. He completed MTech in Product Design, Manufacturing from Manipal National Institute of Engineering and PhD in Biomaterial and Simulation at Visvesvaraya Technological University. He has rich industrial experience from LG Electronics Private Limited, HCL Technologies Private Limited, John Deere, Megati Aerospace and Central Manufacturing Technology Institute CMTI as scientist. Researcher has 15 Indian patents published, out of which 6 granted. He has published 138 articles in reputed international journals with highest impact factor as 11.07 in Journal of Cleaner Production. Elsewhere, he has citation of 1418, H-index of 23, I-index of 42. Author is reviewer for more than 98 prestigious journals, having reviewed more than 400 articles and guest editor for 4 journals. He has funding of rupees 1.75 crores spanning across funding agencies, Indian Council Medical Researchers, ICMR, All India Council for Technical Education, AICTE, Researcher Promotion Scheme, National Project Implementation until UNIT and Dassault Law Foundation. His area of research is biomimetics, biomedical, product design, finite element analysis, engineering education, failure analysis in design, biodegradable, biocomposite materials, Six Sigma, robust design, biomaterials, bio-inspired design, and intellectual property rights. He is adjunct faculty with University Center for Research and Development, UCRD, Chandigarh University, Mohali, Punjab, India. He has a startup grant of 15 lakhs from Karnataka State Elevate 2021 winners and Dassault Systems Law Foundation appointed as elsewhere advisory panel member to co-create elsewhere tools, products, and services from 3rd of October 2019. He has successfully completed a consultancy worth of 0.2 million for Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College, JNMC, Belagavi, India, for Kangaroo Mother Care Project. Bio-Inspired Design and Optimization Center Biodoc Coordinator established in February 2024. Published 5 Q1 articles, 4 patents, 1 copyright. Dr. Arun Y. Patil collaborated with top QS ranked universities such as Queensland University, Bio-Inspired Medical Device Development and Engineering, North Carolina University, Multi-Material 3D Printing, Soft Robotics, Bio-Inspired Design, Singapore University in Technology and Design, Bio-Inspired Design, Soft Robust and Sensors, London College of Fashion, Bio-Inspired Textile Design, and Universitat Rovira Virgil, Computer Networks, Bio-Inspired Algorithms. And MOU signed up with Central Manufacturing Technology Institute, CMTA Bangalore, and currently in progress for MOU with Central Food Technological Research Institute, CFTRI, Mysore. Thank you, sir. A warm welcome to you for the session. And now I would like to hand over the session to you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Am I audible now to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you once again to the whole CBRIT administrative team as well as Swapna madam and the introduction done by the faculty. Thanks a lot. I'll be sharing my screen. Please let me know whether you are able to see the full screen.
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Okay.
Yeah, literature review and problem identification. Yes.
Yeah. So once again, I welcome all the participants. So as Swapna madam also told, like very important stage. I do believe this is something like a stepping stone, which every researcher would like to make it much more worthy, so that when he take it forward, it should be something like they have to cherish this over their whole research career. So before I taking it to the actual literature survey, I would like to give you a glimpse of how exactly this whole sorry, just a minute. Yeah, so this is just a minute. I'm readjusting the thing. Okay, so this is a indicators like how the government has taken an initiative compared to the previous years. So this will give you a glimpse of how exactly the central government is taking an initiative. So if you see 2024 to 2025, there is a big leap in current funding, especially for the research usage. You have seen ANRF, Anusandhan National Research Foundation, which I think covers nearly 50,000 crores, out of which 14,000 crores is given by central government, whereas 36,000 crores is funded entirely by the triple P model. So on a similar note, if you see DST, there is a huge surge compared to 5,600 to 28,000, almost like 6 times. They have enhanced the funding in 2025 itself. When you compare DBT, again there is a surge by almost like 10 to 12. Sorry. Yes. Are you able to hear my voice?
Yes, sir. No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah, fine. So the focus here is towards how India is shaping in terms of the innovation and research front, so that we can utilize this to the maximum extent. So if you see the researchers population across the country, US out of 1 lakh, 423 people are researchers, whereas in India, we hardly have 15 people out of 1 lakh. So it is very limited in terms of the population what we have. So I urge everyone who are currently working, they have to follow some systematic standard set of procedures. We call it as SOPs. Okay, so that will help you to make your career much better than what it is currently. So the GDP aspects, if I have to cover it out, you can see India spends 0.7%, China spends 2.1%, US spends 2.8%. So these are some of the stats with which I would like to keep you aware. Government is funding in huge number. Only thing is we have to prioritize and start applying for these kind of funding proposals. So these 2 weeks of complete exposure can take you to a level wherein individually you can go for a funding proposal drafting, as well as those who are adjunct faculties or on a tenure basis, you can go with maybe a regular faculty in-house or maybe outside as well. So before I jump into the literature survey, I want to clarify you have to consider a problem of next 15 to 20 years that should serve the mankind. Why only 15 to 20 years? Because now the technology is changing drastically, and every year or so you are finding a different technology being adopted. So if you see the industrial revolution from 1.0 to 4.0, there is a huge transformation. So we are in the era wherein AI is playing a pivotal role. At the same time, uh, there is a huge requirement in countries such as India, especially, wherein we are coming across so many medical emergencies. We are coming up across a lot of transportation related issues. We are coming across a lot of social connected related issues, uh, as well as education related issues. So all these sectors have to be driven by a proactive problems being taken and addressed. So any research funnel, if I have to take it, especially for the problem identification, you have to get the research data through literature survey, through industrial pain points. Like industries are going through a lot of issues, whether it's a production unit or R&D unit or per se quality unit or purchase unit, whichever departments which are part of industry, they all undergo one or the other issues. So we have to visit the industries and get what is happening currently in their department or the company and get connected. This is how the initial level of mingling will happen. So then you start connecting those things with the research requirements. And parallelly, you have to have a conversation with the peers. Peers are nothing but maybe your own colleagues or maybe outside college faculties, or you are moving out of the country and even collaborating with the faculty or scientists or industrialists also. Okay, and also you have to see to it that where are the funding potentials and what exactly public looking out for. So these 5 inputs should be there with your problem statement. Then it becomes a much more relevant and it can last longer in terms of the requirement. So when you take the inputs from all these stakeholders, your research area will be of a broader spectrum. When I say this, I can currently quote it as for a computer science engineer. Now this research area might be AI and ML. Okay, so artificial intelligence and machine learning is a completely a broader perspective. Okay, now I have to convert that into it is this research area is something like a 10,000 feet bird eye view. So now I am coming nearer to the problem area wherein I focus it towards some verticals, wherein it might be a automotive sector, or it might be a aerospace sector, or it might be a MSME, especially micro, small, medium enterprises, or it can be even into a domain such as semiconductor industry, or it can be into a medical domain. So these are the main focused verticals or areas, I can say, sub verticals, you can say, right? So this is the main vertical under which it's a sub vertical. Then you try to find out the gaps in each of these verticals where you are passionate, where you are inclined towards. Let us say you have your graduation and post graduation and PhD in a computer science. Probably you might have worked on algorithms more into let me say currently the niche area is the bio-inspired algorithms, wherein people are searching for how nature inspired things can be mimicked and converted to an algorithms. So this is something like you have to go dive deeper into that and check for the opportunities. So this is nothing but the gap in the industry or in the area what you are precisely looking out for, and then you redefine the whole problem as per the requirements. So I'll be more keen to give you an exposure now currently how these problems are identified. Okay, so let us go to something known as mega trends. Okay, so I'll be proposing two very important parameters today. One is called as mega trends, which will make you understand how the problem can be identified in the given area. And the second one would be talking about 3P analysis. Okay, these two are the building blocks for any literature survey. So whatever I'm quoting are based on my own experience, and this will benefit every one of you in long run. So what exactly mega trend I mean by? I mean the data which we are currently discussing is from World Economic Forum, McKinsey, Deloitte, Bloomberg, BlackRock, and World Bank. So these are the stakeholders who came together and built a report on mega trends. Like by 2030, what are the areas wherein you can expect there is going to be a huge changeover, or there is a requirement of a lot of research in the domains. So what exactly the focus here now is, you can see E7 economies double the size of G7 by 2040. What do you mean by this? We have economically well poised countries, which are developed countries, and we have something called as a underdeveloping countries. So few of these E7 economies will gonna get a doubling in their economy by 2040, which means they will have a transformation in their whole business front. So this is purely based on countries such as I can say India, China, and you can say Asian countries more or less, because that is where the phase shift is happening from east to west to east, I can say. So west, US and UK were the pioneers, early days. Now you can see a shift or a transformation towards the east, wherein the Asian countries are emerging. So 80% of middle class in the emerging economy currently, they will be moving to upper middle class. There is a nearly 30% of a below poverty line has been converted to a above poverty line. So the APL people will be shifted towards the middle class. So the transformation is completely in terms of the phase shift. Okay, 75% faster growth in emerging economies. Emerging economies, 50% of them are will gonna rise in this year itself. So these emerging economies, which were called as E7, will be doubling their capacity by 2040. So in another 15 years, we will gonna find there is a huge opportunity in terms of research and transformation. Another sector which is related to food, you can see 59% increase in food demand by 2050. So whatever we are finding, the agricultural sector has a very high capacity to come out with a industrialization, or I can say automation process, right? Water crisis is number one in the global risk as per WEF, World Economic Forum. So currently we are getting sufficient amount of water through rain, but the days are not far away, especially for metropolitan cities. We are finding already last year itself we had a water crisis in Bangalore. So this thing will gonna be the area to look for, wherein the used water can be how recycled, how reused. That is where the research can be thought. 48% think business should be force for good. What do you mean by this? So it directly connects you with respect to entrepreneurship journey, wherein the early days are gone, like I want to become an employee. Rather than employee, you have to become an employer. Okay. So nearly 22 $1 trillion social responsible investments are happening today through the stocks and gold and silver and platinum investments. So you might have seen a surge in the stocks as well. Nearly 90% of the world data created in just last 2 years. So which means that a lot of data is being captured and collated so that it becomes a complete managing system. 1 trillion objects connected by 2022 itself. So almost like every one of us are now connected through a internet source. So this will gonna help to understand how the requirement and individuals need. Okay, 90% of the stock trading now are done by algorithms. So you know that much better. Like many AI tools have already come into the foray. 66% of world is connected at any time. So nearly 2/3 of the world is connected via internet already. Global population will be expected to cross, or even it might go beyond 10 billion by 2050. 13% of us over 65 by 2030 from 8% today. So even the aging aspect is growing, population is growing. So how to counter address this? So per capita income is rising in India also. Earlier it was supposed to be somewhere around 1.8 lakh. Now it has shooted up to 2.8 lakh. So everyone are able to get well educated. At the same time, they are moving from villages to cities. So you can see here 1.5 million people move to cities every week. So this is purely a job perspective, or even I can say in the villages, they are not finding any livelihood currently. Okay. So how to make the villages like self-employable is another area to look out for. There is one more thing, like 66% live in cities by 2050, which is currently 54%. So by 2050, the expectation is more than 10% of the people will come from village to cities. So there will be a shift in economic power. As I said, from the west to east, there will be a surge. You can see the majority of the things, like China is gaining their economic value in terms of GDP, which is 20% expected by 2030, and US, it is expected by 12% to 16%, whereas you can see Europe country is dropping. US is dropping from 16 to 12, whereas European countries are dropping from 15 to 9, whereas India is surging in GDP growth from 7 to 15%. So you can able to differentiate much better because the cost of living is low here per human pay scale is low here. So many of the people, like the developed countries, are giving the whole projects towards the Indian and Chinese countries. The other aspect which is causing issue is related to the temperature rise. You might have seen in recent days there is a lot of surge in the temperature, especially from 19th century to till now. If you could able to find, it's almost like a 6 degree surge. In last 1.5 year, you could able to see nearly 3 degrees surge in the temperature. So which is a concern, because whatever the consumer products or the day-to-day used products a human consumes or uses, they have to be made sure that they work in the worst case scenario. You can even till date see because of the temperature rise, a lot of climate changes are happening. At the same time, in a day, we are able to find all the 3 seasons, and even the natural calamities are happening to a larger extent. So, how to work in these conditions? You have to develop the products with the worst case scenario, which is being considered at extreme weather conditions. So that is where you have to think about how the electric or fuel cell vehicles can be worked out. At the same time, recycling of the material can happen. At on other front, how to develop a new alternative material to the existing. Okay, all these parameters come into picture. We have some influencing technologies which I feel every one of us have to gain. Okay, so probably I'll tell you from my perspective. I'm currently a mechanical engineer, but having said that, we are in an era of AI ML. I have to learn the other subject relevant content, at least in a superficial manner. So when I say superficial manner, I should be able to deal with it in a no one's additional assistance. So I can able to independently handle the things. So how that is possible? So I'll gonna share you the 30 areas which will gonna be the key things which will come into your support. So you can see the green color indicated sectors. For example, fourth one, blockchain, which is 68%, artificial intelligence, 55%, immersive media, 46%, faster and better internet, 86%, edge computing, 36%, voice assistance, 31%, wireless power, 34%. So whatever the green indicators I'm sharing currently are the major aspects which have taken a big leap currently. So you have to make yourself in any one of these areas. So you can even see robotics, right? So all these green color indicators are the next mega trends, I can see. And slightly on a lower note, you have a blue color indicators wherein mobile, social internet, 3D printing for mechanical or allied branches, uh, CX, which is customer oriented experiences, 23%, new touch interfaces, quantum computing, smart cities. These are the areas which will gonna be the next level of indicators. After this, you have Internet of Things, big data, automation, mobile technology, cloud computing, and health technology, collaborative technology, nanotechnology, cybersecurity, energy tech, advanced materials, clean technology. All these areas will gonna be in the next level. So I precisely taken a data of 30 technologies which will going to influence next 20 to 25 years down the line, because without these it will be difficult to work on any research front. Okay, so this will be a basic requirements you have to learn, right? Now coming to other aspect, especially in India, we have seen a lot of people are working on table and they are restricting themselves to only computer based works, and there is no such physical exercise being dealt because of the pressure, because of the I don't know, the scenario is completely changing because we are either addicted to mobiles, or we are addicted to television, or we are addicted to the laptop. So these three areas are causing us to go into a weight gain. So this weight gain or obesity is heavily influencing the Indian people, especially if you see the stats. It gives very high indicators in the states such as Tamil Nadu, Chandigarh, Punjab, Uttarakhand. So these are causing heavily in terms of the obesity. You can see 24 to 23% is the range in which all these four areas, or I can say some states and some particular places, are getting affected badly. So you have to have some monitoring tool for this. So here comes the research problem. How I can make, you might have already seen the smartphones have come out with 8,000 steps per day. So this is one tool which they have imbibed in the smartphone itself. Now, how I can make this much more relevant is by connecting with other consumer products. For example, for most of the cases, we rely on refrigerator. Refrigerator has become like a dump yard currently, wherein you dump the whole thing, the food items, and you keep it, preserve it for a week or so. So this, in a week time, how things get changed, and are you consuming as per the requirement of your health, or there is something called as doshas. We call it in Ayurvedic Vata, Pitta, Kapha, Prakritis. So you have to balance your Prakriti. So this is purely we're going to work based on our Prakriti. We have to consume only those things, whether it might be millets, grains, or vegetables, fruits, all that matters based on the health, Prakriti, what I say. Okay. So very important. This obesity is going to be a concern, and there are a lot of ICMR fundings now coming in front of this obesity itself. And as far as the domains are concerned, I have listed here a few of the domains: agri-tech, med-tech, edutech, digital tech, defense tech, space tech, sports tech, consumer tech, socio-tech, fintech. So these are the major areas wherein you can think and come out with the problem statements. So there is a huge requirement, especially in agri-tech and medtech, because we are still 60% run by the GDP of the country through agri sector. When it comes to meditech or medtech, you will find after COVID, everyone are realizing their health consciousness, and they have to focus more towards how to be I can say daily consumptions as per the calories you have to maintain. And other sectors are also gaining a lot of momentum, especially the space tech or a defense tech, wherein you are finding huge amount of funding coming. So even the sports tech is gaining a lot of momentum, a lot of Khelo India and schemes such as uh, Olympic related hosting of Olympic 2028 by India, which is still on the cards. So you can find a lot of requirement in terms of the sportsman's data gathering point of view, or their milestone improvement kind of thing. Whereas consumer tech is always evergreen. You will find many every day in, day out, from the day we wake up from the bed and till we go to the bed, you use several consumer products. So, and it is becoming much more like assistive to the mankind. When it comes to socio-tech, I said in the beginning itself, there are so many areas to look into the socio-economic concerns. Those can also be worked out. Now, coming to the other part of the literature survey, I said there is something called as an exhaustive literature survey has to happen. Otherwise, your majority of the things will become untapped. So to do this, I am proposing a new tool called as 3P analysis. So this, I think till date, no one has proposed it. This is my own way of looking at a literature survey. So the first P talks about the patent search. We call it as nearly 70% of the research backdrop holds good in the patent itself. So any invention, any disclosure, any claims can happen through the patent itself. So I expect when you are doing a literature survey, you have to give utmost importance to patent. The second P is called as a paper or a publication search. So this, I think many of you might have been doing it, but you can't miss out the third one, which is called as a product search. Because let us say today I am working on a compact helmet. So when I say compact helmet, it is, I think you know what are the issues currently with the helmet. I can't carry it so easily. I have to tag it to a motorcycle, wherein it will be there in the outside environment, whether it's a rainy or a summer. The entire helmet might lose its efficacy in terms of the color, or it might become moist due to the rainfall. So all these issues, how am I going to address through this 3P analysis? If I am developing a compact helmet, let us say, my thinking currently is to come out with a keychain kind of a small pocket based keeping, or for women, it has to be carried in their vanity bags, so that it becomes not an issue at a upfront for a two-wheeler owners. So in this, if I have to start with a scratch, I have to dig deep into the patents. For that, there is something called as European patent search. Okay, I'm going to show you with example how to do that for a typical case so that you will be able to understand it very easily. So this European patent is a must to search because it has 148 country database. So wherein you will not be leaving any of the patent relevant from the source. Currently, people might be searching through Google patent or from US patent or from something like Indian patent. But I suggest here you have to go through a European patent search and do exhaustively. Okay, so that it takes you to a level wherein nearly 70% of your problem can be dealt through this patent only. I am quoting it with confidence because I know exactly how this patent has a weightage in real time applications. Now, when you say European patent, does it cover the whole thing? No. When it comes to India, you have to even add Indian patent database also. So both of these together will help you to realize the patent related data. And how to make this kind of a summary of a patent, I will going to give you some advanced tools in the later slides, which can help you out in realizing this. Second P, I think many of you have already well exposed into Science Direct or a Scopus. These are the two main repositories with respect to publication or I can say, when I say publication, by and large, it covers all. And for medical relevant, you have to go to PubMed. Okay, those who are working on a medical front, you have to go to PubMed. And the third P, the third P, which talks about the products, you have to search through three major web pages. One is Amazon. You have to search through this because majority of the products are now being handled through Amazon or even India Mart. India Mart can give you in bulk or even in a single piece. And the third one is called as government e-marketing. Okay, so which is also known as a GEM portal. Those who have got funding, they know very well about it because government insists everyone to go through the GEM portal and purchase the components or equipments. So these three P's are very crucial in realizing the whole concept. Now, I'll be quickly just showing you how this can be realized upfront. So just go to the web page, say European patent search. So I'm showing you one case scenario to everyone so that you get a clear indicators. See e-space patent search, you have to go under this and search with something called as, let us say, I'll take a case of a compact helmet itself. Okay. So you have to search here. There is a direct search will also work for you. I will say helmet. Okay, I think it's going to something else. I'll go here with a mice eSpace net. Okay, so under this, you can go and search. Yes, so I think you are able to see 2 lakh hits have been found. So how to select now? So there are 2 lakh hits currently. Now my focus is towards compact. Remember the keywords. You have to search with your requirements.
Sir,
Now, yes, madam.
screen is not changing, sir. It is in the PPT only.
Oh, is it so?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry, just a minute. I thought it is. Yes. Are you able to see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'll just quickly repeat this so that I thought you were able to see that. So what I did was I went to European patent search and then I searched through this. Okay. So here I mentioned as helmet. Okay. So when I searched through that, I could able to get a hit of 2 lakh patents. So now I can't take all these 2 lakh. So I have to make it much more relevant. So it is a compact helmet which I am trying to work on. So now it got reduced to 23,000. But having said that, I need to take into account the synonyms of the keyword. In India, I might call it as a helmet, but in other countries such as US or UK, people say head guard. Okay, so very important. You go with the synonyms while searching. So you can see in HeadGuard also there are so many patents. So you have to make sure that you use the appropriate keywords while searching the patents. Okay, so this is how you will be gathering the complete information. How to download? You have to go here. There is an option called as download. You can download it as a full data or as a in whichever form you want. So all these are possible. So this is about European patent search. You have to do that. And coming back to just a minute, coming back to the PPT again. So very important, you should be able to search through the patents and publications. You are already well aware. And going towards the uh, products, I have already given you the complete idea about how the product can be searched through the web pages. Okay. Now I am sharing you some interesting and useful UR links which can help you out to realize the complete literature survey. Starting from the graphical abstract, because every manuscript, when you are trying to do, you have to build a graphical abstract. Prestigious journals will always prefer to have a graphical abstract. So when I said we are in an era of AI, why we are not using the AI to a good extent? Not to an extent like getting plagiarized or getting a duplicative response. So, except that, there are so many other ways how we can utilize the whole AI in a much better way. So, this is where all these four are very good tools for graphical abstract development. There is a Tidbit app, there is a Grabstract app, there is a mind the graph, especially these three for technological based. The last one is for a medical one, BioRender, which you can use it. When it comes to a literature survey, there is something called as a Sciencescape, okay, which will give you a complete indicators like how you can able to solve any a problem into a much better I'll show you that one case here so that you will be able to understand in a much better way. So what I said is a Sciencescape. So all these tools are highly relevant to your requirement. Let us say you are working on a bibliometric study or something like connected to a data gathering from past 20 years review literature. So I will go to something called as AKJ, Author Keyword Journal. Go to this. Now it is asking me a Scopus based CSV file, which you can download it from the Scopus directly. How to download the Scopus data directly? I'll just show you that also. For example, go to the Scopus, search. In search, you say the keyword as compact helmet. Okay, when you search with this, you will get the number of hits. So it is 332. Now you select all of them, say export CSV file. Now it is asking which all relevant data you want to gather. I want to have bibliometric, abstract, funding, and other information. All these I would like to have, say export. So now the entire thing is getting exported. What I did a basic literature survey, right? So this data, now I'll be going through a CSV file, which is drawn from the Scopus. I'll be using here for getting the outcome. Can you see a wonderful interlinked image? So this you can use it straight away into your bibliometric study. What it gives, it indicates the author, it indicates the keyword, it indicates the journal. So now I can straight away target the journal which is of high importance in this area. Like for example, compact helmet I am trying to work. I will try to focus on proceedings of SPI, the International Society for Optical Engineering, because this is where majority of the people have published. So it gives you a clarity about even the keywords based data. So you can see why the full name is not appearing, but he has published 31 articles. Keywords head mounted display has 35 related papers. And as I said, the journal has published 87 papers. Maybe proceedings is a conference. If you are still insisting to go with that, you can go with the same journal, or you can prefer some standard journal by searching through the other sources. So this is a tool which can quickly generate you the output. So some links which I am sharing are quite useful because I have been practicing them over a period of time, and they are pretty good in making my life much more easier. So there are many other things you can see. It's called as Litmaps, Data Wrapper. I think it's a duplicacy of the same. Sorry for that. And I talked about Patent Summarizer. When you gather so many patents, you feel like difficult to read them, right? Because one patent will have nearly 15 to 20 pages to cover. So there is something called as a patent summary, which will give you an image, what is being developed by the inventor, and at the same time, it will give you indicators like what are the claims of the patent, which are novel, non-obvious, and unique. So keeping those things, you can search through these links. You will be able to make it your literature survey much effective, much conveying to the reviewer or a editor. Coming to the body of manuscript, I I suggest you to go through this purely because this is something connected to Scopus AI, a very wonderful tool being added by Scopus currently, which will give you indicators from the previous art search or prior art search, I can say. The prior art search pertaining to the publication, that too recent. So it will throw or enlighten you with the latest research articles, which will be helpful for you to understand which all journals are publishing these kind of area based works. So that is where you will be able to even understand how I can narrate the whole body of the manuscript. So it is the complete framework which you can get it through this body of the manuscript. So likewise, Hyperwriter AI is another tool which can be used. Task Aid is another which is preferred. These three I prefer a lot. So I have just given you some indicators. When it comes to plagiarism check, you have done all the hard work and you have taken a toll on you to come out with a draft. But having said that, it's better to have either through institute or through your own having checked through the plagiarism. So very important, through either Turnitin or Authenticate, you have to check those plagiarism, and then maybe to a certain extent you can use Grammarly or Quillbot to resolve that, or else it is simple to convert active voice to passive voice. This is what is all about plagiarism. Without that, there won't be any such issues. If you are well versed with the active voice to passive voice conversion, I think you are done with the plagiarism. Next, coming to the reference, there are tools currently with license, something called as Zotero and Mendeley, which are predominantly used. Other than that, also there are some tools called as BibGuru and Scripper. Okay, these two are the freely available tools online. You can use them. Finally, this journal finder, I think many a times with mere just phrasing a title or whatever the abstract you know, based on that itself, you can search which journal is opting to me, so that you can start preparing your whole thing aligning to that. I usually do a similar way. Why? Because my target is to hit the highest in terms of impact factor, let us say. So I aim at a Q1 with 99 percentile. So when you aim high, when you submit your journal to such an reputed publisher, then you will get to know that even if it gets rejected, they will give you some inputs. So those inputs, when you incorporate, you can go at least to a next level journal. So always aim high, always aim with the highest impact factor. Make sure that you learn those things, and next time when you are preparing or drafting the whole work, you are well exposed to the environment, and you come with a complete understanding of the same. Okay, so with this, I'll gonna stop my presentation. Over to all of you for any questions or queries.
Yep. We are so we are very delighted, and participants may please put your questions. Either you can unmute or type the questions in the chat box.
Yeah, I think through chat box we can get some questions.
So we have even changed the settings. Participants may unmute their mic and please put their questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-piece, very nice concept, sir. I too agree.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sir, I request all the participants to please pose questions. It is an opportunity.
Yeah, any question may not be to this relevant. You can ask anything connected to that.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon, sir. Tell me.
Yeah, this is Umameshwara from Bapatla Engineering College,
Yes,
Andhra
sir.
Pradesh.
Yeah.
When you are writing paper on same topic, when you are publishing articles on same field, research field or area, you
Okay.
are facing a problem of plagiarism. Similar sentence, similar thing, similar parameter, similar scientific terminology, right?
sir.
How to overcome that?
Yeah. See, upfront, I suggest you this plagiarism comes by and large when we take the data from, let us say, Scopus AI, or
Yeah.
maybe from ChatGPT, or maybe from other sources. But
Okay.
having said that, we need to get it through the plagiarism checking tools such as Turnitin or Authenticate. You have to prefer one such tool to check your plagiarism report before you submit it to any of the journal. Why I say this? Because nowadays, rather than the plagiarism of words, it is the AI plagiarism which is causing a lot of impact. So AI plagiarism, even if it is more than 10%, then there is a straightaway chance that editor might reject, or even he might be very harsh on the same. So you have to do this plagiarism check upfront and modify those things, sir, before you submit it to any journal. So this is one cross check which you can do it straight away before submitting it to any journal. If you don't have that provision at the institute level, you can go and seek someone else's help wherever the Turnitin or Authenticate tool is available. Okay, so better
Yes, sir.
to get that clarity upfront before you submit it to any journal.
And one more thing, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the maximum limit of plagiarism they allow standard journals?
Yeah,
Is it 10 or
should be.
15?
Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Is it 10% or 15, sir?
Yeah, 10%,
It
sir,
varies
actually.
with journal to journal, platform to
Yeah,
platform.
but reputed journals will look for less than 10%.
Less
If
than
you go
10%.
for a conference proceedings, they expect up to 20% is fair enough. But having said that, at a PhD level, because many of you are already masters and you are maybe some of you are persisting or pursuing for PhD, or somebody might have already completed the PhD. I suggest you to go for journals rather than conferences, because the citations what we get usually will come from journals. So proceedings, if you publish the conference proceedings, you will not be able to get the citations. People won't refer the conferences and cite those conferences. It is the journals which have the higher weightage. I'll give you an analogy here. Maybe 100 conferences equal to 10 research articles. I repeat again, 100 conference papers equal to 10 research articles equal to one review article. This is how the analogy you can have it.
అయిపోయింది సెషన్ అయిపోయింది దాని గురించే కూర్చున్నాను నేను అది మధ్యలో ఉంది ఎట్లా
Participants are requested to
Hope I
mute
have
yourselves.
answered your query, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, one more thing.
Yeah, please.
How to write a review article? Can you give tips on writing a review article?
Yeah. I have already given you some indicators here.
Yeah,
There is something called as 3P analysis.
Yeah,
This itself, for any area which you are thinking, can be upfront. You can say bibliometric study on AI/ML tool in the area of automotive sector, let us say.
Yeah.
So likewise, you can take based on your area, your specialization, and start with that, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Sir, there is a request from the participants to share the PPT.
Yeah, I'll share you, madam. Not an issue.
Yes. So after I receive from sir, I'm going to share it in WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, welcome, madam.
Thank you for such an insightful and highly informative session, sir.
Thank you so much.
The cat, like what really catched me was refrigerator has become a dump yard currently. I don't know how the participants got connected with this,
Yes.
but it is true, sir, nowadays. Refrigerator has really become a dump yard currently, and
Yes.
3P analysis is very innovative, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Thank
We
you
have
a
gone
lot.
through like actually many sessions on the research analysis, research proposal writing, but 3P analysis is very novel.
Yeah.
And you are very kind enough in even sharing the links also, sir, which you are
Yes,
using for your research purposes and all.
Yeah, it's open. Actually, knowledge should be shared. Then only it can leverage, right? So it's an open thing wherein I expect all of them who have joined today can get something out of this, so that they can prosper in their research career.
Sir,
Thank you.
I believe that for all the participants, today's discussion should give a clear direction
Yeah.
and how to explore the existing knowledge systematically and identify the true research gaps that can form the foundation of a very good, strong proposal.
Yes.
And very importantly, we expect active engagement from the participants.
Yeah.
We look forward to meeting you again, sir, tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
our next
definitely,
session, next session is on research, design, and methodology.
Ma'am,
By this-
ma'am, good afternoon.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Ma'am,
Yeah, please go ahead.
to sir,
Tell me, madam.
sir, can I
Yes.
ask, ma'am?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
please
Yeah,
tell me,
sir, good
Anita, madam.
afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you very much. Can you hear me, sir? Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, madam. Please go ahead.
Yeah, sir. Actually, I am a research scholar currently. I just want to know, like, the acceptance for free journal, how much time it would take in order to publish my research paper in a journal, and also do we decide a quality one? So can you please quote a bit information on this so that it would be helpful for my research?
Yeah, what is your area, madam? In which area you are working?
It's healthcare. It's healthcare domain, sir.
Okay. Again, when you say healthcare, there are many journals. Okay. I have given journal finder link currently. For example, if you search in Elsevier or in Springer Nature, once you feed the abstract or even the title or even the keywords, you will be able to get the list of journals. In that, they would have given some a term called as first decision of the reviewer. So this first decision of the reviewer is something which will give you a clear-cut indication like how many days it will take to get the first review comments. Okay, that is very important because most of the time hardly there are not even 1% of the journals which are get straight away accepted without even the first decision of a review. So you have to check through the first decision in that, or the first decision is nothing but the first reviewer comments. Means when it goes to the first revision, the comments comes from the reviewers. All that is tabulated, which will be there for you. So this is an indicator of an average days people have spent and the decision has come. So usually 6 to 7 days, 15 days, 30 days from the day of submission, you will get the first decision. So that is much early to get your first report. Okay, so you have to prefer such journals which have early first decision. Okay, and coming to the Q1, what you said, quartile 1, which is you can check through the Scopus straight away. In Scopus, you will be able to get that quartile data. That quartile itself will indicate you which journals are in Q1, which is above 75 to 99 percentile. Okay, so that number of journals you have to extract, and among that only you can choose the best one. Hope I have.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, there is an interesting question from
Yes.
Bulla.
Yes, sir. Sir, does a conference? Sir, does a conference indexed in Copper value?
I did not get, madam. What is that?
Sir, a conference paper, a
Mhm.
conference paper which is indexed in Scopus. I mean, is it a quality one? Because you said like,
Yeah.
try to aim for only journals, not the conference,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
See,
as a part of appraisal, we have
I got your point. I got your point. In circuit branches, especially computer science or E&C, you will find some conference proceedings which are in even Q1. Okay, especially IEEE Access. Okay, IEEE Access or even IEEE Digital Library. These are some of the journals which are in Q2 currently. So, having said that, you have to aim much better than that, because when I see a PhD scholar who is trying to get his degree, he should be well established himself to guide or supervise the next level of scholars. So if he has to acquire that skill set, he has to publish in quality journals. That is, it should be in either Q1 or Q2 only. So very important. In the initial period, I do agree. You can have conferences being done at your end, but during your last 2 to 3 years of tenure, for example, 3 years is the journey of a PhD scholar for a full time. Then first 1 year you come out with some maybe 1 or 2 conference proceedings, but later I expect you to work towards the quality Q1, Q2 journals only, because that will enhance your reputation when you showcase your research profile to others. They will see that how many articles you have published in Q1, Q2, rather than conference proceedings. Okay, hope I have answered your point.
okay, sir. That's truly helpful to us, sir. Thank you so much, sir, and really you have provided a lot of insights to proceed with the research.
Thank you very much.
If you can share the
Yeah,
PPT,
definitely.
sir, you'd
I'll
be
share the
Okay,
PPT
madam.
to madam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I request all the participants who couldn't even like couldn't get into the online, and if they have not cleared their doubts, they may also post it in the group so that I will send the queries to sir and get them answered. Sir, so we will end the session, sir, now.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. And regarding the attendance, yesterday we have, because it was a day one, we have taken from the feedback links, but today attendance will be taken from the Zoom credentials and YouTube, as I already informed. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye.